Now I want to talk about your teammates, play a little teammate superlatives. I don't know if you remember, I think the Tonight Show last year said you were the most likely to get carded when ordering milk. But we're not going to talk about you. We're going to talk about the worst dancer who thinks he's good on the dubs. Who is it?
The worst dancer who thinks he's good on the dubs is probably Festus Ezeli.
What's his go-to move?
It's just like some shoulder thing that he brings out in the locker room on the bench when we go out. So it's him.
Biggest teacher's pet?
Ian Clark. We had a practice last week, and coach asked him give us some words of wisdom on how we can keep ourselves motivated and playing well. It was after the Spurs game. He said, just coach, just play like we did yesterday, coach. Like real soft-spoken, like real mellow, and everybody lost it and ran out the huddle. So he just wanted to hear what coach had to say.
Most likely to get emotional during a romantic comedy movie?
Surprisingly, Draymond Green. He's a very emotional guy. He's texted me a couple of times watching either a documentary or some kind of expose on one of us or one of his teammates, and he's said I shed a tear watching your story and all that stuff. So a romantic comedy would definitely get to him.
What movie do you always cry in?
A Walk to Remember.
That's a solid one.
Yeah, that's my go-to. It gets me every time.
Future head coach?
Probably Andre Iguodala. He's a very cerebral guy. Has a huge IQ for the game, and I think he'd be really good at it.
Most likely to conveniently forget their wallet or money out at a team dinner?
That would be Festus Ezeli once again. It's not most likely, it's how many times has he done it.
Every single time. Sorry guys, don't have it this one. Best chef on the team?
Probably Leandro Barbosa. He's the best baker. He has these homemade recipes that he always brings in these little Tupperware containers, like the team mom.
Shower singing superstar?
Also Leandro Barbosa.
Really?
But half the songs we don't know what he's singing. So
they're in Portuguese or something?
It's just a roll of dice walk, or in English, but we don't understand what he's saying.
Got it. Future Celebrity Jeopardy participant?
Klay Thompson, because he has the most random database of knowledge I've ever seen.
It's like the most useless trivia in the world. Klay knows it.
He reads the newspaper all the time. He might do like the little crosswords in there or something, but because he just has this depth of knowledge of things that you would never guess that he would know.
I know you're doing stuff with Degree. I'm curious, most likely to need to reapply Degree deodorant on game days or after practices?
I'm gonna go with everybody, because everybody could use some Degree.
That's true.
Yes.
But who's the worst? Who has the worst body odor?
He's not gonna like this again. I'm sorry, Festus, but
Festus is just all over this thing, Steph.
He's the MVP of the superlatives right now.
The Motion Sense Lab, though, what are you doing specifically?
With Degree and the Motion Sense Lab, with all the data that we've talked about or analyzed with how I move on the court and how really anybody moves, we're kind of opening up that vault. So it's pretty informative of things that I do on the court and how I play, to be able to put some data behind it, and knowing that Degree is the only deodorant that is activated with movement, so it goes hand in hand.
It sounds like you got a good guinea pig now in Festus.
100%. He should be sitting in the seat.